Welcome to Ghoul Stories, your favorite channel for spine-chilling tale. The desert night is alive. Whispers travel on the wind. They speak of a terror that hides in the shadows, a creature of immense power and evil, the Skinwalker. Legends of the Skinwalker haunt the Navajo Nation. Passed down through generations, these stories warn of a malevolent entity, one that can take on the form of any animal or even human, a being that preys on the fear of those who dare to believe. These are not mere campfire tales. They are warnings, whispers of a darkness that lurks at the edge of our understanding. A darkness that we, the Ghost Adventures crew, are drawn to investigate. Our journey takes us deep into the heart of the Navajo Nation. Here the stories are real, the fear is palpable. We are entering a realm where the line between legend and reality blurs, and we are not alone. The Skinwalker is not a creature to be trifled with. It is a being that strikes fear into the hearts of those who know its legend. It is a being of pure evil, born of dark magic and forbidden rituals. These rituals are not just stories but are deeply ingrained in the culture and history of the Navajo people. In Navajo culture, it is known as Yi Naald Lushi, which translates to "with it he goes on all fours." This name alone evokes a sense of dread and respect for the power it holds. According to legend, a Skinwalker was once a Navajo medicine man. These medicine men were revered for their knowledge and healing abilities, but the path to becoming a Skinwalker is one of corruption and betrayal. But they have chosen to embrace a path of darkness. This choice is not made lightly. It involves a series of dark rituals and the ultimate betrayal of their community. They have betrayed the sacred teachings and harnessed the power of the Skinwalker for evil. This power is not just physical but also spiritual, corrupting their very soul. This transformation is said to be irreversible, twisting the soul and leaving behind a shell of pure malice. The process is agonizing, both physically and mentally, as they lose their humanity. Skinwalkers are said to possess immense strength, speed, and agility. These abilities make them formidable hunters, capable of outpacing and overpowering their prey with ease. They can mimic the sounds of animals and even humans, luring unsuspecting victims to their doom. This mimicry is so perfect that it can deceive even the most cautious individuals. But their most terrifying ability is their shape-shifting. This power allows them to blend into their surroundings, making them nearly impossible to detect. They can take on the form of any animal they choose, from a coyote to a bear. This versatility makes them unpredictable and extremely dangerous to even a loved one. Imagine the horror of seeing a familiar face, only to realize it is a Skinwalker in disguise. The thought sends chills down my spine. The idea that someone you trust could be a Skinwalker is a fear that haunts many. To encounter a Skinwalker is to come face to face with pure, unadulterated evil. Their presence is often accompanied by a sense of dread and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. It is a reminder that some legends are rooted in a terrifying reality. The stories of Skinwalkers serve as a cautionary tale, warning us of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. These legends are not just tales to scare children, but are deeply woven into the fabric of Navajo culture. They serve as a reminder of the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. Around campfires, these stories are passed down from generation to generation, each retelling adding to the mystique and fear surrounding the Skinwalker. The fear in the storyteller's eyes is genuine, a reflection of the deep-seated terror that the Skinwalker legend instills in those who hear it. On moonlit nights, the fear of encountering a Skinwalker becomes palpable. The shadows seem to move with a life of their own, and every rustle of leaves sends a shiver down the spine. Many Navajo people carry protective charms and perform rituals to ward off Skinwalkers. These practices are a testament to the enduring power of the legend and the real fear it inspires. The legend of the Skinwalker is not just a story but a part of everyday life for many Navajo families. It influences their traditions, their beliefs, and their way of life. Yet despite the fear, there is also a sense of hope. The Navajo people believe in the power of good to overcome evil and in the strength of their community to protect them from the darkness. The wisdom of the elders and the strength of their traditions serve as a bulwark against the malevolent forces that seek to harm them. Through rituals, chants, and dances, they reaffirm their connection to the land and to each other, drawing strength from their shared heritage. The legend of the Skinwalker is a powerful reminder of the thin line between good and evil, and the importance of staying true to one's path. It is a story that continues to captivate and terrify, a testament to the enduring power of myth and legend. The desert night is alive with sounds. The wind whispers through the cacti, and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures echo across the barren landscape. It's a symphony of nature that can be both soothing and unsettling. But some sounds are meant to be heeded. In the stillness of the night, certain noises stand out, sending chills down your spine. These are the sounds that signal danger, the ones that make you stop and listen more closely. Warnings that something evil lurks nearby. The desert, with its vast emptiness, can hide many secrets. Among them, the most terrifying is the presence of a skinwalker, a shapeshifter from Navajo legend. Identifying a skinwalker is not easy. They are elusive, blending into the night, becoming one with the shadows. Their ability to transform into animals makes them even harder to detect. They are masters of disguise, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. Whether in human or animal form, they can move undetected, watching and waiting for the right moment to strike. But there are signs, subtle clues that betray their true nature, footprints that change shape, strange markings on the ground, and the feeling that you're not alone. One of the most common signs is the unnatural movement of an animal. Animals behaving in ways that defy their natural instincts, moving with a purpose that seems almost human. A coyote walking on its hind legs. This bizarre behavior is a clear indication that something is not right. Coyotes are known for their agility and speed, but seeing one walk like a human is a sight that will haunt you. An owl that stares at you with an unnerving intelligence. Owls are often seen as wise creatures, but when their gaze feels too knowing, too penetrating, it can be a sign of something more sinister. These are not normal behaviors. They are indications that the natural order has been disrupted, that something otherworldly is at play. They are signs that something is amiss. When you notice these behaviors, it's important to stay vigilant and trust your instincts. Another telltale sign is the eyes. Eyes that glow in the dark, reflecting an unnatural light, are often a dead giveaway. Skinwalkers are said to have glowing red or yellow eyes, even in their animal form. These eyes are not just reflective, they seem to burn with an inner fire, a malevolent energy. These eyes are said to pierce the soul, instilling fear and dread in those who meet their gaze. It's a feeling that is hard to shake, a primal fear that grips you and doesn't let go. But perhaps the most chilling sign is the feeling of being watched. This sensation is not just a fleeting thought, it's a deep, unsettling awareness that you are not alone, an overwhelming sense of dread that washes over you even when you are alone. It's as if the very air around you is charged with a dark energy, making it hard to breathe, hard to think. This is the Skinwalker's presence, a palpable darkness that chills you to your core. It's a feeling that stays with you long after the night has passed, a reminder that some legends are rooted in truth. Stories of Skinwalker encounters are whispered throughout the Navajo Nation. These tales have been passed down through generations, each one more terrifying than the last. The Skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity, is said to possess the ability to transform into any animal it desires, often taking the form of a coyote, wolf, or even a bird. The mere mention of its name sends shivers down the spines of those who have grown up hearing these stories. Each tale more chilling than the last. The fear is palpable, a tangible presence that lingers in the air long after the story has been told. It's not just the words that frighten, but the way they are spoken, the hushed tones and the wide-eyed expressions of those who recount their experiences. Some dismiss them as folklore, but I've heard the fear in the voices of those who have seen the truth, the terror in their eyes, the tremble in their voices. These are not the reactions of people who have simply heard a scary story. These are the reactions of people who have lived through a nightmare. One story that haunts me tells of a group of friends driving through the reservation at night. They were laughing, enjoying the cool night air, when they saw something lying in the road ahead. As they got closer, they realized it was an injured dog. They came across an injured dog lying in the road. It was whimpering, its body twisted in a way that suggested it had been hit by a car. The friends, being animal lovers, decided to stop and help. As they got out to help, they noticed its eyes, glowing red in the darkness. This was not the reflection of their headlights, but a deep, unnatural glow that seemed to come from within the creature itself. Suddenly, the dog leaped to its feet, no longer injured but snarling, teeth bared. It was as if the creature had been playing a cruel trick on them, luring them in with the promise of a helpless animal in need. Terrified, the friends ran back to their car, the creature hot on their tail. They could hear its growls, feel its hot breath on their necks as they scrambled to get back inside the vehicle. They sped away, the sound of inhuman screams echoing in their wake. The creature chased them for miles, its glowing eyes visible in the rear-view mirror until it finally disappeared into the darkness. Another account speaks of a family terrorized by an unseen entity. Livestock went missing. The family would wake up to find their animals gone, with no trace of where they had gone or what had taken them. Strange noises filled the night. The family would hear whispers, growls, and the sound of something large moving just beyond the edge of their property. It was as if the darkness itself had come alive. Then, one night, the father saw it. A creature resembling a man but twisted with glowing eyes watching them from the tree line. It stood there, motionless, its eyes boring into him, filling him with a sense of dread he had never felt before. These stories are just a glimpse into the darkness that surrounds the Skinwalker legend. They are a reminder that there are things in this world that we do not understand, things that lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. They are a stark reminder that some creatures are best left undisturbed. The Skinwalker is not a creature to be trifled with, and those who have encountered it are forever changed, that some mysteries are better left unsolved. The stories of the Skinwalker serve as a warning, a cautionary tale of what can happen when we venture too far into the unknown. They remind us that there are still things in this world that defy explanation, things that are best left in the realm of legend and myth.